Okay, we'll go over here again. Erase the Pareto data. Hey, clear your minds, please. Clear your minds. I'll collect some data from you. It's another math question. Pretty easy one, though. I want you to think of a whole number from 1 to 4. That's it. So Sarah, to pre-answer your question, because I love the question you just asked, this is a fantastic way when you only have, we had 4 data points, right? Essentially, you had 4 data points that you could have chosen on that one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you slap a horizontal axis, put all your data points. Now you know somebody either said 1, 2, 3, or 4. How many ones did we have? How many thought 1? Nobody! Okay, that stays blank. How many thought 2? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dots above the 2. Okay, try to keep them evenly spaced. Again, software does this great. Excel actually does this if you finagle it well. How many said 3? 3. 1, 2. Now we're all playing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many said 4? And this is exactly what happens every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the exact same numbers. But most people say 3, followed by 2, followed by 4, followed by 1. But you usually get 1 or 2 ones on the board, but none this time. So why the spike in 3s? Why the spike in 3s?
I don't know, when I picked 3, like as soon as I picked 3, I thought, oh man, I just went like with the average one. Like,
Yeah, that's interesting. So you almost knew it was going to be the, you knew it was going to be the modal.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to be modal. That's cool. Why? Why? Nathan.
Same reason that the majority of people pick 7 in 1 to 10 is because it's not even.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I've never heard
The
that.
majority is about.
I'll try that next time.
30%. It's because it's not an even number and it's not on either side of the spectrum. It's
Interesting.
actually a prime number, and so people think they're being unique by choosing.
But so is 5. But 5's in the middle.
5's in the middle.
But then 3's on the same side of 5 as 7 is, but it's on the low end.
Yeah.
And it's prime as well.
Then I have to go a little higher. So.
Maybe 3's too perfect. Maybe something else. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know about the 1 to 10 thing. That's cool. I have a theory about this one. I didn't know that. It's interesting because the last class did the exact same thing you guys did, but 2 of them said, when I said think of a number, they both thought of 7 right away. Before I'd even said between blah and blah, they both said 7. You did too. Who else think of 7 when I said think of a number? A couple of you did. Did anybody else think of any other numbers when I said think of a number? What did you guys think of?
I chose 5.
You had 5 in your mind. Jacob had 12 in his mind. Lauren had 5.
I thought you would go bigger, and I already put 37 in my brain.
37, Sherry?
33 is 33.
33? Holy crap, this is freaking awesome. I'm asking the wrong questions. Here's my theory about why 3 spikes. Think about the question I asked you. Think of a whole number from 1 to 4.
Oh,
I actually said them all except for 3, and then your brain goes, shah! Because as humans, we can't just leave that hanging out there. We've got to fix that problem. Fix it. But I love this. Maybe I ask a different question next time I ask. Just think of a number. See what I get. I can't do it to you now because you're ruined. I've ruined my data set. I've polluted it with this. I could do colors, but you're ready for it now, you see? You're ready for it. See, I ruined you all. Sherry.
So on the stem plot,
Yes.
would you normally put in each individual, so it's like if 3 people said 0.7?
0.7 goes 3 times, because it has to count 3 times.
Okay.
You have to count the frequency 3 times. Did somebody withhold because you heard it once? Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Sherry, for bringing that up. On the stem plot, let's suppose Sherry voted 5.7 and so did Carolyn. We would want to put 0.7 twice, because that's 2 data points. It has to be weighted for how many times it occurs. Thank you for bringing that up. That could, I apologize for yelling at you. That might be why there were only 15 up there and not 30. Sorry, my apologies. Speaking of the stem plot, the average length of a word in that was 4, by the way. 4. Because there were so many 1 and 2 letter words. I, me, my, things like that. But our eyes are drawn to the big ones. Slaughtered. Indigo, Montoya. Prepare. Then die. To die. So, anyway. I want to leave you, we got 10 minutes left. I'm going to post this for you, for your perusal. Carolyn,
Where do
go.
we find that when you post it? Is it in the
Schedule page.
Okay.
Schedule page, same place you got that quiz.
Okay.
Actually, it'll be in the same cell this quiz is.
Okay, so
Because
on
I'm
the
gonna
day
go, I'm
that-
gonna update stuff. It
Okay.
it probably won't be till 3 or 4 this afternoon.
Yeah, but it'll be on the
It'll be
day
in that
we
cell.
do that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me leave you with a couple things. This whole PowerPoint will be up there, but I just want to leave you. Yeah, you guys ought to. Let's find it. Let's actually, you know what the hell? Let's find it.
With that.
So you guys are all getting in here, okay, right?
Yep.
Then you're here. What was that one? What did I do? What did I do?
I don't know.
Wait. Here.
Yeah,
Go to course information.
Course description. Course information. Thank you.
Okay.
Is that, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Course information. Here we are.
Boom.
Now you're out in the wildland Sean world. And now schedule. Week 1. We're still in week 1, yeah? Not anymore. We've done week 1. You're 10% finished my class. Congratulations. So you pulled your quiz from here, yeah? In about 4 or 5 hours, I'll have a PowerPoint linked in here. Hopefully have the videos linked in for the class, just like the Tuesday class looks like. Here's the class video, here's the blah, blah, blah. So anything we did today, I'll have linked up in there. Does that make sense? Now also, because of the lack of time, I don't want to do this whole thing in 7 minutes. I put an other kinds of chart in here. I didn't know where to put this, and I wanted you to see it because it's kind of a wowzer kind of thing. So take some time and scroll through the remainder of the stuff, if you have time. If you have time. I find this to be extraordinarily interesting ways of looking at data that aren't histograms and aren't usually taught in statistics books and things like that. For example, this is a way of talking about how unbalanced the working and studying habits of Chinese 14-year-olds is by using the Chinese flag. So the percentage of yellow in that Chinese flag is the same roughly as the percentage of studying 14-year-old children in China. And the red is about the same as the ones that are working. So I encourage you to look through, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. And when you have time, if you have time, hopefully you do have time. And over the weekend if you get bored, just crack that thing open and take a look at it. Some interesting stuff in there. But before you leave, I want to collect some more data. One more thing for Tuesday. I'll bring this back. How many keys do you have with you today? Go ahead, get them out. Good, hold that thought, brother. Hold that thought. I got the other class on here too. I'll put all in one place. Here we go.
I got 0 up it.
I took my car with me yesterday. These are all there.
I guess I can turn this off now. Excellent.